Licorice Pizza.
Sort of.
Licorice Pizza. Hello, everybody. I'm Will.
And I'm Kristin.
And this is So I'm Watching This Show, your new favorite pop culture YouTube channel where we talk about movies, TV, music, and more. On today's mini-sode, we are going to continue to try out our new little venture, which is mini-sodes or mini-recaps or reviews, where one or both of us have watched something that we want to have a conversation about, but not a full-fledged, full-blown
whole ass episode.
This isn't a review for a person who's like an uber fan of the movie. This is just sort of like gossiping. So,
also, if you like Paul Thomas Anderson, please turn away.
Just
sorry.
So on today's mini-sode, Kristin is going to tell me about Licorice Pizza because she watched it for some reason.
Okay, we have 3 Best Picture nominees left to watch before the Oscars, and it was one of them. So
okay, I'm fully admitting it. I was bad about it. I thought the title was stupid, and so you would have had to have asked me personally as a friend to watch it for me to
well, and I would never, because Paul Thomas Anderson is not my shit, and he's extremely not your shit.
Explain to me. Or tell me, do they explain the title?
They don't within the movie, but it is a record, a vinyl record. It's like slang for a vinyl record is a licorice pizza.
Oh.
It almost makes sense.
That does make me hate it less.
Okay, but here's the problem.
I thought it was quirky for the sake of quirky, and I coined...
It is. Because I'm going to fill you in on a secret. At no point throughout the entire movie is there a record seen or played. Records do not play a big part in the story. There's not a record shop they hang out. The only thing that is even made of vinyl is their weird waterbed business, because the waterbeds are made of vinyl.
Isn't there weirdly like waterbeds are like some strange presence in the movie?
Yeah. They start a waterbed company.
Oh, so okay. So what is it? Is it a period piece?
It takes place in the 70s.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's like...
This is oddly fitting. My shirt.
Is it like... It's not real, though. Like, it's not like... Okay.
No.
So what is it about?
Okay. It's a boy, played by Philip Seymour Hoffman's son. I want to say, before we even get into anything, I have absolutely zero issue with the acting. Shockingly, Alana Haim and Cooper Hoffman are very good.
We love the Haim girls.
It's just all 3 of them are in it.
Are they really?
And both their parents.
Oh.
But Alana is the main character. The acting is not an issue. They're both very good. No one embarrasses themselves. He has all of the charisma of his dad. It really manifested in him as well. He's very charming, but it's all for basically nothing. So the movie starts out and he's getting his school is getting school pictures taken, and she is with the photographer. So she is an adult woman and he's 15. She's 28 and he's 15. And he just sort of starts following her around the school, and they start hanging out, and he's in love with her, and she's sort of into it too, but she's trying to remain above it all. And then they just sort of randomly start this hot tub. The hot tubs would make more sense somehow. They start a waterbed business.
So the 15-year-old high school student and the photographer's assistant start a waterbed business.
Yeah.
How do they have the capital to do that?
Well, so he's a child actor. So that helps some of it. Mary Elizabeth Ellis is his mother.
Okay.
She's great she's barely in it, but she's great. The mom from Richie Rich is in one of the shows he was in, and so he has to go to New York and do that's the other thing, is it's just a series of vignettes that are not related at all, except for the fact that he and she are both in them.
I'm exhausted.
It is. Okay. It's also 2 hours and 15 minutes long. Too long. At one point, Sean Penn is there, and then he is gone forever. And Tom Waits. At one point, Bradley Cooper is there, and then he is gone forever.
Isn't he like James Brolin?
No, he is a real person, but it's before Barbara married James Brolin.
Okay.
He's Barbara Streisand's boyfriend.
Okay.
And then that's the other thing, too, is it's like...
Is Barbara Streisand in it?
No.
Okay.
Not even her or a close facsimile. It's only him. It's only Bradley Cooper. So they're installing a waterbed in his place or the place that he shares with Barbara Streisand or whatever. And he's like, don't fuck up my house or I'll kill your little brother, Greg. Because there's also...
What did Greg do?
It would make Cooper Hoffman the most sad if he killed his brother, Greg.
If this adult man who's dating the most famous woman in the world.
So it gets worse. Because then,
kills a child
No.
because of a bad waterbed?
He doesn't kill the child, but they're filling up the waterbed in his bedroom, and then they both just lock eyes at each other, and he pulls the hose out and just lets it go, and then they run away.
Cooper and Alana?
Yeah. And so, but it's still not over, because then as they're driving away, they run into Bradley Cooper, who has run out of gas during the gas crisis of the 70s.
Relatable.
Yeah. And they have to drive him back up to the house where he grabs a gas can and then makes them drive him to a gas station to get gas. And then they just leave him there. And then they go driving back up the Hollywood Hills, pull over, and Cooper Hoffman smashes the windshield of his car. Bradley Cooper's car. For no reason. And then they run out of gas right there. And they have to push their moving.
It's a metaphor.
It's so much. It's so ridiculous. And then, so the whole thing is sort of like the Odyssey, kind of, where it's just thing after thing after thing, except not the Odyssey.
Okay. Oh, I was like, is it like a,
No,
okay.
It's not like Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? It's not like that at all.
It's not Apocalypse Now.
No.
Okay.
It's thing after thing after thing, and then finally at the end they realize that she realizes, I guess, and she just runs to his new pinball business storefront and kisses him, and that's the end of the movie.
When does she take her top off?
We don't see it, but
Okay.
that's early, pretty early.
Seems misguided.
Yeah, she's 28 years old. Also, Benny Safdie is in it, and he plays a very clearly gay politician running for office who then has a very fraught discussion to which he invites Alana Haim to participate so it won't look like he's having a lover's quarrel with his boyfriend, which he is. And then he makes Alana walk his boyfriend home. So it doesn't look like their boyfriend.
So it's like Forrest Gump. These two people just sort of are present in all of these weird...
Sort of, except for it's only the span of less than one whole summer. Forrest Gump takes place over decades.
To be honest, I'm shocked and surprised, relieved that it takes place over a summer. I thought for sure you were going to say 1 weekend.
No, it's more than 1 weekend. It's
it has that energy.
It's so weird.
So what is the point of it? Or what is... Were we meant to take anything from it? Or is that how it ends?
Yeah, it ends with them kissing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't know... How did Will feel about it?
Oh, he hated it. We all three were like, no.
Did Rachel watch it?
Oh, yeah. We hit stop at the end. She goes, well, I hated every minute of that. And here's the thing.
So why do people like it? What is the...
It's Paul Thomas Anderson.
But I'm saying, what for someone who loved it, what is the appeal, or what is the you couldn't tell me?
Paul Thomas Anderson.
So it's weird.
Okay, here's the thing. I've liked a handful of his movies. I've never seen Magnolia. I'm willing to watch it, but I really like Boogie Nights. I really like
Boogie Nights.
I really like There Will Be Blood. Other than that, I've seen a lot of his movies, and although Will and I both agreed that we would rather watch Phantom Thread again than this.
Wow.
Yeah, which is also Paul Thomas Anderson.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Was that weird? Phantom Thread? I thought it was really glamorous. Oh.
I mean, he's a fashion designer. It's not
Okay.
really glamorous. Spoiler alert, she poisons him with mushrooms. She does a Munchausen. to him. It's not glamorous.
I thought it was like Tom Ford or something.
No.
Would you have liked to have seen that movie?
I did. It's called A Single Man, and it's starring Colin Firth and Julianne Moore, and it's excellent. Watch that instead of anything Paul Thomas Anderson has done.
We're going to get raked.
I don't care.
Raked over the coals.
He's not my taste. If you like him, I'm so happy for you, and he keeps making movies. Maya Rudolph is in this one. It was wonderful. It's not for me. He's not for me. And I was just like bored the whole time. The only thing that saved it was the acting, but
because you said Cooper and Alana were good.
They were very good. Even Esty and Danielle were like pretty good. They're in it very little, but they're pretty good. Everybody in it is very competent at their job. It looks good. He like got the film developed very specifically or something. I was reading the trivia. So it looks also kind of like a movie from the 70s. I don't have any issue with production design, but it's also like he wrote it too. And there is a moment of dialogue. It opens the movie, basically. And he says, "Why do you say everything twice?" And she says, "I say everything twice? I don't say everything twice." And then the rest of the movie, she says everything twice. It's just a little bit different. I can't. Why? What kind of choice is that? I can't do it. So no, it was not for me. I didn't love it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, I had fun.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think about this. We're not going to change how we do reviews. I just think, to shake it up sometimes, we can do sort of, this is what, so I'm watching this show.
It is.
This is in its purest form.
It is.
It was one of us being like, and then this happens, and then this happens, and it was great or stupid.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. Yeah. We'll see if this comes out, and let us know what you think.
I'm willing to take the heat.
Yeah.
Put it all on me. He hasn't even seen it, so you can't blame him. It's all me.
I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Because again, I thought the licorice pizza was so stupid. I coined the term clamato milkshake.
Yeah.
I was like, just smash two words together.
But okay, that's the thing. If Licorice Pizza, if it had even been
they opened a record shop,
if it had been about records, or if like records had played a very important part in their relationship.
When you said the thing about records, I thought maybe it was the name of like a record company, and I would have been like, okay.
So it is the name of a record shop in California. Do they go there? No. Just saying.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na.